can see.
Okay, now recording is also started. So,
Okay, I will mute myself now.
sure, sure. Thank you. So let me show you. I'm going to show you that how today went and how if you has if you traded today and with the volume profile and with the big trades, how you would have captured the trades and how you would have done the analysis. So let me show you. So the first thing you need to see that where is the market ranging? Is it between the previous day or not? So let me drag this here. So see, we have this previous day high, okay, and the previous day low. So market is currently between that. When market opened, market was currently between that. So that's good for us to we can like mark the previous day volume profile because market is ranging between that. If market just opened and gave us a move like this, let me show you. Gave us a market opened from here and gave us a move like this, so then it will be out of the previous day value area. Then we will have the other strategies to find our bias. So currently it was inside the previous day value area. So we are good to go to mark the previous day volume profile. So let me remove this thing. I am not good at drawing. So let's mark the volume profile of the previous day. And I will also show you how I took the entries today. So why it is not okay? So from the start of the previous day to the till the end of the previous day. Okay, so we have our volume profile and we have our uh, important levels. So just back this. So now what are the if you know how to trade volume profile, maybe you knew better than me, but there are some strategies. Like if market is opening, if market is opening bet between the if market is opening, this is the point of control level. The blue one is the point of control level, and this is value area high. The upper level is the value area high, and the lower level is the value area low. Okay, so let's mark them. These are the important levels. Let's mark them. Okay, so let's don't waste much of your time. Let's mark them like this. This is value area high. This is value area low. And this is point of control.
POC. Okay.
Yeah, POC. Okay. So there are some strategies or the basic strategies. Like if market is opening between uh, POC and the value area low, either it can do like retest this POC, either it can uh, retest this POC and then simply give us a trade towards the value area low, and then maybe it can if it has to go by, maybe it can give us a, again buying trade till this area, or it can simply break this area or do this. And same goes for the other side. Market can simply break it upside and then retest this POC and then give us a trade like this. So we have all these kind of as a what we can say, all these kind of plans to for these
Possibility.
possibilities for this level. Yes, yes. Your English is
Correct.
far better than me. So Let's see what market is doing, and then we will try to catch the flow of the market. We will not like do like this, that we are the magicians and we predict the market like where it goes. We have to wait for the market to give us some sign, and we have to watch the market where it flows. So we have to catch the flow. So let's start it and don't waste much of your time in talking. So our day started. Remove this. Day started. Let's turn the big trades on. Oh, sorry, we are on the 15-minute time frame. So we can only use the big trades on the 5-minute time frame, because on the order flow tool, the main purpose of using order flow tools or the tools which provides you the edge in the market is to enter early in the move. So if you have to enter early in the move, either you use the heat map, either you use the footprint chart. You can it is better to use them on the lower time frame, like from 1 minute till 5 minutes. So let's see.
Correct. Correct.
Let's see if market give us some sign or some trade. Also, we have some important areas like in volume profile. These low volume nodes matters so much. So let's see how market is performing. Market opened rejected from the POC, point of control. So we are just watching the market. Rejected, market opened, rejected from the point of control, came close to the point, the value area low, and why it is getting the reaction from here, because this area is very important. Buyers as we see this area, we have seen that there is so much aggression from the buyers at this level. Market has tried
Correct.
to break this area several times, but buyers has protected this area. Sellers has tried to break this area several times, but buyers has protected this area. So this cluster is very important, because it is common sense that if we see this, we knew that buyers are strong at this level. We can get some reaction, or maybe market can break this level, but we never knew. We just need to watch the market first. So let's see what's happening. Sellers are trying, they're showing their aggression in the buy candles, and they are showing that they are strong. They maybe lead this move and break this level. Now buyers are trying to absorb them and showing their aggression too. So there is a kind of war situation at this level. So you have to wait for the war to end in order to enter in the right move. No, sellers are again,
Correct.
as market is going above, up, you are watching that sellers are showing their aggression in these buy candles. Okay, so you have to wait for a clear confirmation. Either we have to go sell or we have to go buy. We have to wait for, this is a kind of war situation that you are getting a selling, buying sellers reaction in this buying candles. So we have to wait. Let's play this. Okay, now again that level, the important cluster area. Buyers tapped at that level and trying to show their aggression. Again, sellers trying to push the market. Why these levels are very important levels? Not very important, but the levels to watch, because all these areas, buyers tried to push the market up. Sellers exhausted them and took them down. Then they put their second effort. Then again sellers pushed them down. Then they took their third effort. Then sellers took them down. So every time buyers will touch at these clusters, you will get sellers reaction in these buying candles. Okay. So why you get this kind of reaction in this buy candle? Because it tapped into this cluster, which is the most, we can say, the strong level of the buyers, and sellers are protecting these levels because they took the market down, and buyers are protecting these levels. So let's wait for the clear confirmation for any kind of entry. Again, the seller showed the aggression in the buy candle, but there is a no follow through to that aggression, and buyers are looking showing their aggressions, and don't not try letting the sellers to absorb their potential. So let's see. Again, getting the selling pressure or the selling aggression in this buy candle, because these areas a war happened between buyers and sellers won that war, and then market again when reaching that area, you are it is common or very uh, very it is there is a possibility to get these kind of reactions in these buy candles. So it's not an abnormal behavior again. So buyers are also showing their aggression, but at this area, you see buyers and sellers had done a war, and sellers won that war. Now buyers are trying to reach that area. Maybe buyers will break this area and give us a move. Maybe sellers absorb these buyers at this area, and we get a sell move toward the downside. So we have to wait for a clear confirmation. Okay, buyer showed there is very strong aggression at this area. It means that either the passive sellers means the sell limits in the book or order book. These are the aggressive buyers that are taking market up, and these are the passive sellers, like the sell limits in the different price level of the order book, or the if you see the you if you see on YouTube that the gold heat map, and you see the side on the side of that the book, the price level areas where the contracts are listed, that these much of the passive selling contracts are listed at these price levels. When market reaches those areas and absorb and those contracts will activate, then market give us a reaction. So these are the passive areas, and these are the aggressive buyers, and which showed us a good aggression at this cluster. It means that either these contracts are finished, and now buyers are enough strong to eat all of these contracts and showed this kind of aggression at this candle. It indicates that we can get a good buying trade or a good buying um market is trying to be bullish at this point. So let's wait, and we just anticipate by reading the candles, but we can't enter it earlier. Sellers all are still showing their aggression at this level. But what's suspicious at this point? If they are that much strong in these candles, why they failed to close below this previous candle low? So if they are that much strong, that it took them three candles and even failed to close below at this level. So you also knew that the strength of the sellers get weak at this point. So let's play the chart and see. Now what you see, we are getting buyer's aggression in the sell candle, which indicates what? That sellers are now exhausted. And it makes sense. Why it makes sense? It makes sense that you read the candle and what's happening behind the candle in all this flow, and you knew there is a war happened between buyers and sellers, which sellers had won. Now the aggressive buyers had potential to absorb all these passive selling in the order book, and they break up. They what we can say, they successfully maintained to close their prices above what? Above the point of control. So when the market successfully sustain and close their prices above the point of control, we can anticipate. This is our first anticipation. It doesn't mean that we predicted the market, that market will 100% do this. This will be our first anticipation, that market will now go to the value area high. Okay, so if market so as we use our tool, we have to wait for the confirmation from the we have to wait from the confirmation from the big trades tool. to give us a buying signal. Or if you use a footprint, you have to wait for his confirmation. If you use heat map, you have to wait for that tool confirmation. So we knew that our first, as per our analysis or the bias, we can get a trade till the market can go till the value area high. So we saw that sellers tried to push down, buyers again failed them, and then again put the price up, then again they pushed the price down. Now what happened at this point, that we got a buyer's aggression in the sell candle, which represents the exhaustion of the sellers, that sellers are now exhausted at this point. Okay, so after the exhaustion, we need a good follow through from the buyers toward this aggression in order to complete the concept of absorption. So we will only trade after the absorption. So this means that absorption is completed. Now we can enter from here. Now we can enter from you can enter from here, you can enter from retrace wherever you want. So we can enter from here. Stop loss will always be below this exhaustion candle. You can put this here, you can give us some breathing space if you want, but let's put it here. And let me show you something. Why you are getting this kind of aggression, this kind of selling aggression in these sell candles? Because there was an area here where buyers tried to push the market up, but sellers absorbed them and took the price down. So when sellers will tap at this point, these levels can act as the hurdle. Okay, so these levels can act as the hurdle in your trade or in your normal market price delivery. Okay, this is also the level where this is also the level where buyers tried to push up. Buyers showed their aggression in the sell candles and then failed to push up. So let me show you something. These are the areas where market previously tried to push up and but sellers took the prices down. When market reached again there at that point, what we got? We got a seller's aggression in this buy candle. And now after that, this confirms that buyers are exhausted at this point. Then after that, what we got? We were expecting a good follow through from the sellers toward this aggression in order to enter a trade. Because we are at resistance level, we know buyers are exhausted. We wait for the concept of the absorption to complete in order to take the trade. But we got an aggression of the buyers in the sell candles. So the situation of war started. We in a whoever gets the first follow through, we will enter with that. But there is a high probability for a sell trade because we are at a resistance level. Then we got a good follow through from the sellers toward this aggression, and buyers got no follow through. We can enter with at this point. We can enter at this point. We can enter at this point. All this area could be considered as the area of interest for us. So the same thing happening over here. Sellers exhausted at this point. Buyers gave us a good follow through. So what is our potential target according to our bias? If market give us a move from the um, from the from this volume profile level, we need to target other volume profile level. Okay, so let's play the chart now. Okay, so market opened and tapped into this cluster. All this area could be considered as the area of interest. You can enter at here. You can wait for the candle to come into retrace and enter at here. But stop loss will always be at this point. If you enter at here, here, and here, stop loss will remain here. Okay, let's play it again. Sellers again trying to push up, push down. Why we are getting this reaction from here? But because there was a level where previously sellers were protecting, and so it is very common to get this kind of reaction from this point. because we knew what happened before here. Sellers has won two wars from behind, from previously at this level. But we have to wait because we have seen the aggression of buyers, and buyers absorbed this cluster already. We can anticipate that buyers can absorb also this cluster, but we can't confirm this thing. We can just anticipate, and we have to wait for the market to do. Okay, we are getting aggression of sellers in this buy candle, then buyers again taking over the sellers. Okay, sellers again trying to push down. Look what happened it here. Sellers tried to push the market down. Then we got aggression of buyers in the sell candle. It means sellers are exhausted. Then after that, you see the candle. When sellers were exhausted, then there is a no force to stop the price going up. So look how easily price went up. So let's play the chart, and we got our take profit. Then what else we can anticipate? When market will reach to the value area high, we either have two situations. What market can do? We can anticipate the market to do something. What market can do? Either market can. Where is that drawing tool? Either market can break this, retest this, and give us a buying move, or market can simply tap this, simply retest this and give us a selling move toward the POC. So we will not just enter at the tab. We will wait for the market to give us some sign, and then we will enter with that. So this area is a very important area because buyers has shown so much of aggression at this point, but sellers absorbed them and took the market down. So it is very important area. Also, we have to mark this area because this low volume node is very important point. So let's play the chart and see what market has done. Market retrace a little bit, then break this value area high. We can do some scalp at this point, but let's see. Market getting tapped at this point. What happened at this point? We are getting aggression of sellers in this buy candle at the value area high. Maybe we anticipate that market will, if market has to give us a sell move, it should have to it should have given us a good follow through toward this selling aggression after that, but it has given us a buying aggression after that. So it means buyers are not exhausted at this point. They are just getting some. This is as this area is the area of hurdle, because at this point market has previously it took the price down. So this area act as the area of hurdle. That's why we are getting this kind of suspiciousness in the candles. So let's play the chart. As market is going up, let's mark some other areas too at this point. So this is the high volume cluster over here. We can mark this, and what else we can mark? All these areas are very important. Now they are too much the areas. We can mark them like this, and this is a low volume node. It is also very important. So let's write here the low volume node because we can differ between the areas. So let's see all these areas we can we can anticipate a reaction from the sellers. So let's play the chart and so we could have done some scalp at this point when market tapped at this area, but if we don't do the scalp, we already had a good trade of the day. So so what's happening at this point? This all these lines we have marked are the areas where we can expect market either to sell from or to break and give us a good trade for the next till the next area. And what happened at this point? Market break this area, and then in the next candle, it showed us aggression of the sellers in this aggression of the buyers in this sell candle. What we need next? We knew that at this point, sellers are exhausted doing selling, and if we get a good follow through in the next candle, we are good to go for a buying trade. So let's take a buy trade at this point. As the market has break this area, market has break this area, and we can either we can retest and take a trade blindly, or we can enter just with the confirmation so we don't lose our money. And let's put this at this point the next area. Look, after the exhaustion of the sellers and the absorption, we get clean buying moves like this candle. Look how easily price went up because there is no force that will stop the price from going up. Okay, so maybe you would have closed your trade here or not, but if not, then let it run, let it run. So this area is also an important area because this is the area where the absorption has taken place. So I personally from my back testing and forward testing took these areas and try to watch what market has done at this point and try to find the entry at this point and at and our take profit. We got our TP, then wait for the market. Okay, we are getting aggression of sellers at this point. It makes sense because we are already at the selling area. Gain gas selling aggression in this buy candle. That makes sense. The concept of absorption completed. Buyers are exhausted at this point. We can enter into trade and target this point, but they are very close to each other. It doesn't mean that it is low probability, it is high probability, but we can take a trade with good RR. Market again going to the area where we this at this point we anticipate that sellers are protecting, and we knew that sellers are protecting. We have a cluster of sell over here, and market is giving us a selling reactions. So I took the trade at somewhere at this point. Let me show you. I shared that trade earlier in the group. So we got aggression of sellers, buyers in this sell candle. Then there was a no follow through from the buyers, and sellers broke this area.
So
Sellers,
basically, this would have been a stop loss, right?
no. Where?
Okay.
Where?
Right on top of 10 o'clock, you see?
You were talking about this trade?
Yeah. So, yes,
Yes,
you would
definitely.
have.
Definitely. This would have been a
Uh,
stop loss. Because I did not take this trade. I took a buying trade at this point because if you are trading and you knew that the market is more strong on the bullish side, so I
correct.
personally avoid taking sell trades. And I have some people were asking me in the group that we can maybe take a selling trade at this point, and I told them that we knew that market is strong bullish, and if you can want to take trade at this point, you can take trade. sell trade, but on your own behalf, I will personally suggest to take only buying entries. So I took a buy entry. I will show you, and I shared that entry earlier in the group in the morning.
No, this what you are saying. I understood that.
Mhm.
I mean, if our bias is towards it's bullish, then
Yes,
it's no point we take selling trades. But
yes,
my question to you was because the logic for sell
yes,
at that point is actually correct, right? I mean,
yes,
if you see by logic, because there was absorption of buyers,
yes,
the sellers got a follow through, and
yes,
we can take a sell. Though it did not work, but because I'm
yes,
trying to make my concept clear of this. That's why I wanted
yes.
to
This
just ask.
definitely this would have been a stop loss. But as you also know that there is nothing that no indicator, no tool that works 100%. If you want to
Absolutely,
increase the
absolutely
probability, if you want to increase its probability, you have to use it like wisely. There is a difference between experienced and inexperienced trader. An inexperienced trader will definitely try to find a sell entry at over here. But why?
correct.
If doesn't mean that if he market will fall like this from this point, uh, but we don't take a selling trade from here. Why we don't take?
Correct.
Because market is bullish. Either we will find
Bullish. Correct.
a buy entry, or there will be a no trade for today for the day.
No entry.
Doesn't
Correct.
mean that
Correct. Correct.
if our indicator is showing absorption 10 times a day, we have to take trade 10 times a day. I will, my if I tell you personally what I do, I took one trade. I try to find one good trade in London session, yeah, in gold, and then I will leave the chart for the rest of the day, and then after that I come back in the New York session and um, I trade Nasdaq US 100 and Nas 100, what we can say. So I will also show
Correct.
you how for Nasdaq I have different strategy, and for trading gold I have different strategy, and I have combined this tool with both of them. So either I take one trade a day or two trade a day or no trade a day, but I will never go against with the market flow.
Bias.
Yes,
Correct.
market
Very
bias and
true.
flow. I told you in the start of the video that we have to follow the flow of the market. We don't have to go against with the flow of
Force.
the market.
Force.
So when I
Yeah. We should
wake
not
up,
force trades.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I wake up, market was somewhere trading at these areas. How I find that trade at this point? I shared that trade in the group. So I saw that market is at the level where previously an absorption has taken place. Okay, the absorption of sellers, and market is also in a good buying flow. So I can take a buy entry, maybe. So I marked this area. I was watching the market at this point when sellers tried to push the price down and buyers again went up. So I thought that the cluster where sellers push the price down, now it is good for me to, if market retest this area, I will enter in a trade and I will do a scalp, because I was a little bit busy and I tried to find the trade as I entered in the market. So let's see if we market tab at this area. So what happened? We start to showing the aggression of buyers in the sell candles, and then market came into this area. Okay, so I shared this trade in the group, and I also my target was a little at this point, this low volume node, because I was expecting that the day is bullish, market is trading above the value area high, and market is retesting at this point, and we can enter from here and target this area. But I also knew that there is a cluster at this point which sellers are protecting at this level, so we may get a reaction from there. So what I have done, I have closed some
Hmm.
partial at this point, 1:2, and then I put my stop loss to break even. And when let me show you and what happened. So why we get this kind of like buyer's reaction at this point? Because we knew that these clusters are now absorbed by these aggressive buyers, and now we are good to go with that entry. Look, the aggression. So when this happened, market has closed like this. I closed my partials and I put the stop loss to break even. And there were some guys in the group who were maybe asking me that maybe we can sell. So I recommend them that sell. If you want to sell, take a sell trade, you can take it on your own risk. I don't recommend you. So I let me play the chart. What happened? Market again went up. So these areas, these clusters confirmed that the sellers are very strong at this level, and my buyers tried to push the market up. So I basically did not trade it after that. So let me let's play the chart and see. We got again we are getting buyers aggression at the absorption point, but this time uh, buyers are maybe absorbed at this level. There are maybe some kind of passive buying limits in the book at this point, which were resisting the price to go down. And now there is a limit for everything that how many time a price could resist the buyers or the sellers, because there is no person that is resisting by his hand the price. There are also there are buying and selling limits in the book. So as long as all those limits are filled, market will break that area. So we knew that when buyers showed their last when this buying happened in this sell candle, and there was no the buying limits left which will take the market up. But and all those buying was like kind of absorption or the exhaustion from the sellers, and then we got a good break of this area. And let's play the chart. We can just anticipate all of these things and read the candles like this. So what do we have here? These kind of areas are the areas where I told you that we need to read the price, because this is the area where previously sellers tried to push the price down, buyers took it up. So these are the important areas. So we only have 1 minute left. So let me share a new link with you, and we will start from here.
Okay.
So let me stop sharing screen. Okay, so what's happening? Why we are getting these kind of so we are getting the buyers aggression in these sell candles, that maybe buyers are trying to protect these price levels. Okay, so uh, let's play it. So what we expect at this point, if we are watching the chart and we are getting buyers aggression in these sell candles, we anticipate that maybe sellers are exhausted at this point. Okay, maybe not sellers are exhausted at this. Maybe sellers are exhausted at this point, and if we have to enter in a trade, we would wait for a good buying candle with a good aggression, which will be a follow through to that aggression. So we will confirm that no, the sellers which were trying to break this level are now absorbed, because they were previously exhausted at this point, and now we are good to go for a buy trade from here. So I was waiting for the buyers, but what happened? So let me show you this. You may get confused. So I don't find this aggression is a good aggression. This buy candle is not a good buy candle for me to enter in a trade. Maybe a person who will buy this tool from me, he will enter from here. No, I will wait for a candle either to close above its previous candle opening price, or the previous candle high. So that will be a good buy candle for me. That will be a good aggression for me to enter in a trade. So I will wait for maybe I will wait for that. Maybe next candle will close above this area, so I will enter. But next candle, what happened? Next candle break this area, and all these aggressions, all these buyers who were trying to protect this level were absorbed. So now, as the concept of so this is there are two type of concepts of absorption. So you have to, if when you will read the chart like this, you will understand the concept of absorption. This is not a single pattern which will tells you the absorption. Like you will see the aggression of sellers, aggression of buyers in a sell candle, then a good follow through is just not the absorption. These kind of situations is also considered as the absorption. Okay, so if I was trading here, I will mark this area and try to enter at this point because I knew that sellers has absorbed these buyers and I can get a trade. So let's see. Either we can enter close our trade from trade here, or we can close our trade at this point. Why at this point? These These clusters where sellers pushed the price down, but buyers were protecting at this level, were strong at this level, and now we anticipate that the areas where buyers were previously strong, they may be protecting at those levels. So we need to play the game very safely. So we will put the take profit at here. So as you see, why we are getting these kind of reactions from here, because what we were anticipating, that maybe buyers were protecting these levels, that anticipation came true. Why? How that came true? That when market tapped at this point, sellers are getting exhausted, or we can anticipate that buyers are trying to stop the sellers by watching this. And when we get this kind of signal at this point, we knew that maybe sellers are getting absorbed. But also from above, this area is also the area where sellers has absorbed the buyers, this area where buyers has absorbed the sellers. So these kind of situation is like the again starting a war between buyers and sellers, because sellers are trying their best to protect this area. Buyers were trying sitting very strongly at this level. So you have either you can take a buy trade or you can take a sell trade. So we got a concept of absorption from the sellers first, so we enter in the sell trade. So either we have to close our trade from here, or we can just wait for the market or either to hit our stop loss or take profit, because there was no clear direction from the market at this point. So this is the area where sellers were protecting. This is the area where buyers were protecting. So it's all on the psychology. It's like of the person who is trading, that where when he will close the entry. So either as we are paper trading, we will not close our entry because we are not losing the money. But we have to accept the facts that so let's remove this. Buyers are trying to push the market up, and every time when they reach at this level, the level of absorption, let me highlight level of absorption, they are the sellers push them down, sellers push them down. Okay, so this is the kind of war situation, and you can hold your entry if you have courage. So but there is a no clear situation from the buyers to give us a bullish entry, or from the sellers to give us a good bearish entry. And we have below this level below. So these value area levels the are considered the strongest levels, rather than these levels, rather than these levels that currently market has made. So for potential buying entry, I will consider the level from this volume profile, which is derived from the previous day. So we have the um level here. We can wait for the market to give us some sign. So what's happening here? Buyers showing their aggression to push the price up in these sell candles. Sellers showing their aggression to push the price down in these buy candles. And why sellers showing their aggression? What's the reason behind? Because these areas where previously buyers are protecting, sellers absorb all those buyers and overcome and then break that area. That area will now act as a hurdle or the resistance. So whenever the price tap at this point, you will see either if it is a buying candle, you will see a for reaction from the sellers, and it makes sense. Why this candle formed like this? Why this wick formed? Because you knew that seller buyers were strong previously at this point. Sellers absorb them or overtake them or whatever term you can use and break this area. Know this area whenever market will tap at this area, either it will close red or it will get a reaction aggression from the sellers. But we have to wait for market to come into the strongest area where we will look for a buying trade. From here, if you have courage, you can take a sell entry, sell a scalp or anything. But I don't recommend taking scalps. So let's play the chart and okay. So what happened at this point? Market tapped into this area, and where else it tapped? Market also tapped into this cluster. Okay. This cluster where previously sellers tried to push the price down. If you see here, sellers tried to push the price down, but you see the aggression of buyers in these sell candles and the absorption happened at this point. A selling candle and the buyer aggression and a good follow through from the buyers. So it overlaps with the level of the our previous day low volume node or the previous day low volume node area. So we can anticipate the strongest level, this as the strongest level, and also we have this kind of confirmation at this level. So we can look for a good buying trade from here because it's a major level, and this is the like filtered level. So let's wait for any kind of either to buyers to break sellers to break this level or buyers to give us some good signal. Okay, sellers tried to push the price down, but buyers showed their aggression in this sell candle and no matter if it is a dirty structure, but they try to push the price up. Again, sellers try to push the price down. Now at this time they tapped into our cluster, which we were considering for where we will after that we will look for a good buying entry. And now we will see when again sellers trying to push the price down, we are seeing that there is aggression from the buyers, which we anticipate that maybe sellers are exhausted at this level. So we have to wait for the concept of absorption to complete in order to take the trade. Now we get a good follow through from the buyers. Now, as per our concept, as per our tool, the entry criteria is completed. Either we will hit the stop loss or we will hit the take profit. But we have not entered blindly. We have entered with the proper confirmation, with the proper bias, with the in the direction of the market. So we can now, if we are entering, as I told you earlier, if we are entering on a major area, this is the major area, which is the area of the previously volume profile. we have to target the next major area. Okay, so what should be our first target? So as we are entering in the direction of the market, we anticipate that market can break this area, or maybe market can again take reversal from this area. So what we will do, we will try to save some positions at this point. What we will do, we will close some partials at this point, and after, if I will close my partial at this point, I will put my stop loss break even and remove the take profit and let the entry run, and I will trail my take profit with the entry. Okay, so this is the area where we will close some partials, and after that, where what if we have this cluster, this high volume cluster. But now we will not we don't have any take profit. What we have trailing stop loss with the price. We will read the price and we will trade the stop loss, and when we think that no, that's enough, we will just simply close our trade. So we enter into the trade. Market sellers try to push the price down, because at this point sellers won the war. Previously buyers showed the aggression, sellers absorbed them, so that makes sense. If they are trying to we are getting some kind of hurdle at this point. Okay, now they successfully sellers buyers break this area again. Again tapped into the entry point. So maybe if there is a person who don't who just who will just stay with the pattern and don't master the indicator, don't master the logic, that if he may sell at this point. Why? Because he knew he will see that, okay, he just opened the chart and he see that the buy sellers had shown their regression in the buy candle, like at a good follow through, we can sell from here. But he never knew. I can tell you the reason why we are getting these kind of reactions. But why we are getting these kind of reactions? Because previously buyers were protecting this level, and this was the level of absorption. Buyers has given two reactions at this point. Then sellers were more than enough to break this level. Then we can consider this level as a strong level. But we are entering with the direction of the market on the major level, so we don't doubt our entry now. We will either hit, there is a high probability of our entry to hit the take profit rather than stop loss, because as the reason I have told you that we are with the flow, and we entered on the major level. So an inexperienced person, he will just simply see the pattern and look for a sell at this point. He will never look for the bigger picture, or align the stars before entering the into the trade. So let's play. Market break this level, and as it reaches at this area, this area, what we will see, we see an aggression of sellers in this buy candle. That makes sense, because buyers were previously trying to protect this level. Sellers absorb those buyers and push the price down. Now we anticipate that sellers are strong at this level. Okay, so if we can get any kind of reactions, or if our candle form like this, we don't have to worry, because we knew the reason why our candle formed like this. And then in the next candle, if we get a good follow through, we can from the sellers, we can anticipate that market may come to the market may come to retrace. Let me move this here. Where is the market may come like this here, then market will go by. But in the next candle, buyer aggressively break that point. So our what happened, at this point our positions are break even, and we have closed our position and some of our partials. unless we are now trailing the stop loss. Sellers trying to push the price down. But what's suspicious? If they are that much strong, why they even failed to close below this inside candle low? So it means they are not strong. They are just getting some kind of reaction at this level. Why at this level? Because buyer tried to push the price up twice at this area. And what happened at this area? We have buyers were absorbed at this point, and when they again came at this point, sellers were that much strong. They pushed the price down very strongly. And if we are getting some kind of reactions at this point, that makes sense because we knew that sellers were strong at this area, but we never knew that how much strong the current buyers are. So we have to wait for the any side to win the war in order to came into our final decision. Okay, so buyers break that level, but we got a reaction, seller's aggression at this point, and a follow through from the buyers again. So maybe someone will enter from this point, but I will not enter from this point. Why? Overall day is bullish, and if I get this entry, I am more than enough. If I get this entry, I will that's good for me. But I will enter in the market only if 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 they have to sell from here. I will wait for market to enter from some area from here in order to go buy. Okay, so I will never take a selling entry in a buying trend. Maybe you get a sell entry at this point, you make some profit, but I have some rules for myself, and I will not take a sell entry in a buy trend. I will always try to take buying entries. No matter if I show you thousand of sell entries in the back testing or paper trading, but personally, I will never take a sell entry. Either I will not take any trade that day if I don't find, or I missed any trade a day, or I will simply take simple one trade a day and sleep happily at night. So, let me show you how much time we have left. So let me show you the strategy about how I look the US 100 or NAS 100 or these things. Uh,
Okay.
so sorry.
No, no, no. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay, so I want to cover all these things in the one video. So I have to post that on the YouTube so it don't get too much long. So that's why I am trying to show you. I had also planned to show you how we traded this day. This day was a very clean day for trading. Let me remove the
Mhm.
drawings. How it was a clean day for trading. So let's trade this day first, and then we will move to the uh, US 100. Let me close. So how we would have traded yesterday? Simply, market closed between the low and the high of the previous day. So market is inside the value area. We can close. First we can mark the volume profile of the previous day like this. Where is the volume profile? Like this. Okay. So you knew, as per the volume profile, we have some anticipation about the levels. Either market will break that level or market will simply give us a trade from that level. So can you please close the mic? Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see. What market can do. Either market can came into this level and give us a buying trade like this, and then market will break this level and give us retest this and give us a buying trade like this, or simply vice versa of this. Market can simply Market can simply break this level, give us a retest of the level, and then give us a selling trade like this. So for all of these levels, we have the same anticipation. But all of these are the anticipations. We don't predict the market that it will do the same. We have to wait for market to create a flow, and then we will enter with the flow. So let's play the chart and so let's play the chart. So what happened at this point? Market came to this area, rejected from where? Market rejected from this area where previously sellers tried to push down, but they were absorbed. Buyers were strong at this level and they pushed the price up. Now new day opened. Market retested this area, showed an aggression from of the sellers in this aggression of buyers in this sell candle. Then again retested at this area, again coming to this. So we can't trade every candle. We can't predict every candle. We just read these. Okay, so what happened? I personally did not traded all these moves, so I am doing this for you guys. So market break this area, and what market break the value area low, and if we anticipate at this point that if market successfully successfully sustained to close its prices below the value area low, then we anticipate that the day be the bearish day, and we can look for the bearish entries. This is the high volume cluster over here where and buyers try to push the sellers try to push the price down twice, but buyers were strong at this level. They push the price up, but we have to see if still buyers are strong at this level, or they don't have any potential left for the price to push up. Buyers showed their aggression one time, then what happened? Then in next buying candle, we got an aggression of sellers, and then we got a follow through from the sellers. If you want, you can enter from here in a trade and put the stop loss. But I did not trade this. But as if we are paper trading, there is not we can do like this because we know there is no money to lose. Market tapped at that point, went down. Market tapped at that point, went down. And why this area is also the strong area, because this is the area where absorption has taken place. We put our stop loss above the absorption point. This is the where buyers were exhausted at this point, and now sellers break this area, also break sellers break this area, and then when they again tap, you could have entered from here again tap, or you could, and then we got a selling flow. So let me delete this. And let's play the chart and wait for the price to retrace, and then we will look for the entry. Okay, so if price is retracing, we can so we don't have previous day left on the left side, previous day value area left on our left side. We are outside of the previous day value area. So bias is bearish now. Okay, for the trade bias is bearish because we are below, market has sustained to close its prices below the previous day value area. Okay, so but we can simply draw the volume profile from the high point of here till the low point, if this is the area where so what are the areas if market has sustained to close its prices above this same scenario, above this value area low, it can go till that value point of control, or it can reject from these high volume clusters So let me mark these clusters with the point of control. And as our bias is bearish, if we got any confirmation here, or if it makes sense here something, then we will look for a selling entry. But till then, we will not look for a sell entry. Okay, market tabbed at this point. We got a selling aggression in a sell candle, and we also knew that how buyers find difficulty to came near to this level. But let's wait for the price to give us some good sign, or either we can enter into this. So as we see that this is not a kind of absorption at this point, and you can take trade. If I was taking and trading at this point, I may have entered for short position with a very small lot size. I also trade with a small lot size, but I may have entered because I knew this is the area where I was expecting the selling. Bias is bearish. Market is trading outside of the value area low, and bias is bearish, and market is came to the area where I was expecting the bearish move, and now I am getting no buying aggression and the selling aggression and the follow through to that aggression in the sell candles. That makes sense for me, and if I was trading at here, I can simply I may simply enter at this point and target above a little at here, and may target at this point. So let's play the chart and see what's happening. So we have 10 minutes left. When we will end this entry, I will simply go over the whole day, and we will go to the US 100. I just want to show you a quick strategy out there that maybe will be helpful for you guys, because if it is working for me, uh, I am happy to share with you guys. So let's play why it is very slow. So let me delete this, and this is very slow now. Let me. I'm going to show you quickly how you will trade that trending day, which will be outside of your. This can be same for the buying bullish days. So let me show you how you will mark the volume profile on the legs, and you will enter from which areas you need to consider for buying or selling. So I don't know why it is very slow. Let me refresh the chart. So let's close this, and let me show you from here. Or let me show you from here. So my laptop is like uh very old device, and I have put the load of my 7th generations on it. So let me remove this and let me turn this off. And let's go to US100. US100. So what is my strategy? What I do, simply take one trade on gold in London session. If I get a good clean trade, and after that I trade the US100 and I try to find a trade here. And I use the same strategy every day, and I can get a clear direction of the market by this very easily. So how I get this? Let's change it to the New York time. And in the New York time, what is the important time for me? I trade on the 5 minute time frame. What's the important time for me in this? I trade on 9:30. This 9:30 candle. Okay. So this 9:30 candle, from here I will start looking for my entries, and I start analyzing the chart before the 9:30. Okay. So what I will do before the 9:30, I try to look for the market that where either we have any lows or highs left which market has not taken yet. So I mark that lows and highs. So today, how we would have traded today, and how we would have got the clear direction today. So this is the low that market has not taken today, because market was here at 925, and this is also the low. But these lows are very close, so I will mark this low. Also, we have this low here. So let me extend this. And what are the highs we have? We have this high. We have this high here. So the strategy is basically the opening range break orb strategy, the very common. I don't know it is common or not, but very famous strategy you have heard about. But how I trade it and how I find it very useful and profitable. These are the lows and the highs we have. I anticipate that on 7th on 9:30 market will take either the highs or the lows and then give me a move to the other side. So the first 15 minute, like from 9:30, 9:35 and 9 till 9:45 is considered as the cash session. Cash session. Okay. So we have either we can find the trade between the cash session, or we will find trade after the cash session. So we will this is the time we after that, or in that we have to look for the trade. Before that, we just have to mark the area, the highs and lows. Okay, major highs and lows. So let me turn this tool on. And what happened at this point? On 9:30, market has market took this low, and maybe I was expecting market to take this low, but what happened? Market went up and showed the aggression. Then again went up, and the area where I was expecting market to maybe sell or come down, because sellers were protecting this area previously, and buyers tried to push the price up, but sellers pushed the price down and took this low. I was expecting that maybe market took this entered in this area and then again took this low, but market has closed above this area. Now I knew that buyers are much stronger at this area, that they absorbed all these buying clusters which were in the order book at this area. So we have the direction that market has took the low. Now what's left for the market? The highs are left for the market. So I have to mark the first 15-minute high and low. So let's mark the first 15-minute high and low. This is the low of the 7:30, where the 15 minute first 15 minutes started, and 5, 5, and 5. This is where the 15-minute completes. So let's mark the high. Let's mark the high. So when the 15-minute completes, we knew market taken the low. We knew the highs are left, which market can take, and we have to wait, give us either we want market to give us some absorption signal, or with a good aggression market. If market break this opening range break high with a good aggression, we knew that we can go for buying. Okay, and when market break this area, we can go for buy. Buy at this point. Stop loss at the middle of the depends on the candle. This candle size is very big, so we can't handle the stop loss like this, because we knew we have the direction. We knew market has taken the liquidity or anything, and we knew that market has to go up now. So this much of the breathing space is enough as the stop loss, and we can't put the take profit like here at this point. Why? Because market has taken lows, and after the 9:30, or what the time is this, after the 9:30, when market give us the move, it give us a very sharp move in one direction. So we have to find the where market has to go in after the 9:30. So we have the directional bias keep clear. So we can't put the take profit at this point. We will just trail our stop loss with the candles like this, and we can get this all this move. So it doesn't work. It is not like this that it only work on today, and it doesn't work on the other days. Let me show you example on the previous day with the same principle. Let me turn this off. What you have to do, you have to come to the US 100 or any this on or Nasdaq or Nas 100 before the 9:30. Where is the 9:30? This is 9:30. Okay, so we have to mark our areas before 9:30. So when market was here, we knew what we have left. Market has left these highs for us. Okay, market has left these high for us. We market give us a clean move, but we don't know the direction. Okay, so we can't anticipate that market will tap in this order block or this. We have to think like this. No, I will not take much of your time. I just have to show you this strategy, and after that I will end the call. No, this call will not last too much. So what I was just showing you, before the 9:30 a.m. uh, New York time zone, we have to mark the potential highs and lows. Here is the high that we can mark. Okay, and what are the lows? These are the low points that market have. Where are the other? So we have this low. So what market has done? When market opened at when 9:30 a.m. happened, market took these two lows, these two highs at 9:30 a.m. When 9:30 a.m. candle, market took these two highs, and when market took these two highs, maybe we were anticipating market that maybe it will take this high and then it will come back. Okay, but we never knew. We just anticipate that market can do this, and this then after that on the third candle, this is the first candle of the 9:30. This is second candle, and this is third candle. So 5, 5, and 5. The first 15 minutes of cash session completed. Either we can take trade at this point in this area if we got any good absorption or the confirmation, or we can take trade after that. So we have the highs and the lows of the high and the low of the first 15-minute cash session. This is high and low. What I do normally, I draw the market profile and I use the same principle on this. I knew that the direction of market is now market has to go sell because market has taken the high, market has to go down, take this low. Either market will simply go low or market, if market has some, or market will come back. These are the two anticipations that we can make. So what market has done? If we plot the first 15-minute volume profile, what we see, market has closed below the low volume node. Low volume value area low. Market has closed below the value area low. So the first anticipation that we can make, that all the stars align towards the sell side, and if market close the value area below the value area low, as we have see the example of the complete previous day, that when market has closed below the value area low, all day went to the day was bearish. So we can expect some bearish move from the market, but we never. So what happened? Market opened, tapped at the this value area low, and or you can anticipate, you can expect the tap at this cluster. And then what happened? Let me. Okay, I understood. Okay, so market break this value area low with aggression, and when we have our bias clear that market has to take this low now, we can take an entry at this point. Okay, we can take an entry. We knew that which side of the opening range break the first 15-minute candle will break. Okay, so we can enter from here with the shorter small lot size, because currently it has not market has not broke any side of the first 15-minute orb, but we knew that the direction of the directional bias of the market, and we can target this low as per our as per our bias. What happened? Market took this low. After that, buyers try to push up, sellers try to push the market down by again, buyers showing their aggression, again sellers showing their aggression to the downside. So it's a kind of war situation between buyers and sellers. Okay. So what happened at this point? Either market will go down simply like this. Sorry. Either market will go like simply this way, or market will go to upside. So we have to simply read the market. What happened at this point? When market took these lows, after that, market is sellers are trying to push the price down, but they are failed to close below this price, below the previous candle low. Uh, we may anticipate that maybe the next candle will break this low, and you can enter for the sell position. In the next candle, you got aggression of buyers. Okay, in this buying candle. So you can, if you want, you can trade this cluster. You can enter from here because maybe market can go by now. We have the highs left over here, and sellers are not pushing the price down anymore. Buyers are showing their aggression, and you can enter at here. But it's all your choice. I takes one trade and I enter at this point where in the first 15-minute cash of the cash session. So I use this strategy every day, and it works pretty much very well if you align all the stars and if you clear the directional bias first and then enter in any direction. So if you have any questions, that's it for the day. I will not take much of the time of your guys. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
No questions.
No questions. So let me open the chat. No questions. Okay. So thank you for your time. And I have another strategy which I use on the forex pairs like Euro USD and other forex pairs. The strategy that I use on gold, I show you that strategy. The strategy that I use on US100, I show you that strategy. And when we will do the next session, I have a very good strategy for trading the Euro USD and the other forex pairs. So you will find that strategy very profitable. And in the next session, I will show you that strategy. And maybe I share these strategies with you guys that I am a guy that I trade only one pair at a time, and I can't use all these strategies at every time. So there that does not make sense that I gatekeep these strategies. And if someone is if someone can use this strategy profitably and earn money from that, that's a good thing. We have to tell to everyone. So that's the meaning of creating a community. If we still gatekeep the strategies or the things from each other, that doesn't make sense
Yeah,
if
I
we
know.
community. So thank you for your time. The session
All
is pretty much long, and I am as you guys don't have any question, I am closing the.
right.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.